Hello, everybody. This is Gail Smith, and we are going to be having a wonderful presentation today by a certified health coach and holistic wellness practitioner. And her name is Jane Garbison. She's the founder of Healing Through Nutrition, and it's an amazing program. It's her passion to inspire people to create a healthy lifestyle with natural remedies, helping them improve their health and wellness so they can live a joyfully wonderful, confident, and disease-free life with more energy and longevity. Excuse me. As a wellness practitioner and personal health coach for over 6 years, she is deeply committed to the health of every client and offers a customized coaching experience where you partner with her to achieve your health and goals. I pray blessings on this recording and blessings on Jane. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gail. You're always such an inspiration. I am going to go ahead and we'll share the screen here. And hopefully you can see my screen there, Gail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Ooh.
There we go. So we're going to talk about the liver today. Actually, we're going to talk about fatty liver disease because it is much more prominent. Fatty liver disease really came into, we know fatty liver disease, and many people associate it with alcohol consumption or cirrhosis of the liver, fatty liver disease. But it has really escalated the cases, the diagnosis of fatty liver disease because mostly because of our diet and the living conditions that we have or our lifestyle. So it's a condition there where it says excess fat builds up in the liver, and it's often caused by a poor diet, obesity, or excess alcohol consumption. Years ago, doctors didn't see fatty liver disease except in people who overindulged in alcohol consumption. And so but times have changed, right? Our diet has changed, our food has changed. And so with that, also our diseases have changed. And now none of us are safe from fatty liver disease. And you may even know some people who have it that don't drink alcohol at all. Whoops, I went backwards. Let's go this way. So I pulled some statistics this is actually from February of this year from the American Liver Foundation. Just about 100 million people, that's 25% of the population of the United States, are estimated to have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is the most ordinary form of liver disease in children and has more than doubled in the past 20 years. So we are seeing epidemic numbers of people with fatty liver disease, including children, which used to be totally unheard of because obviously children weren't consuming alcohol. Now we know alcohol does many other things play a part in that. So obviously some of the risk factors for this disease and for so many others are obesity, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. So pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, if you have high cholesterol, high triglycerides, and if you have a sedentary lifestyle. Those are all risk factors that play into having fatty liver disease. We have some amazing products, though, that I'm going to talk about that can combat that stress in our bodies that we get from those foods that cause us to have conditions such as fatty liver disease and so many others. So we all know the goodness of moringa, the MTH, but also the metabolic balance formula. And I think we've talked about it before, but I want to bring it up again because I think it is really such a powerful tool for us for fatty liver disease and so many other chronic illnesses as well. And I just pulled the label from the bottle of the metabolic balance formula, or the MBF. So you could see that we've got awesome ingredients in this. And I'm going to just quickly go over them one by one, at least the plants that are in here, so that you can see why these plants were chosen and how they can help really make a difference. So we have mulberry leaf in there. That's the main ingredient. And mulberry leaf has been used for a long, long time in actually in blood sugar control. It improves that insulin sensitivity where we're resistant to the insulin. Our cells have become resistant to it. So mulberry leaf can actually help us to improve that sensitivity. It's a huge antioxidant. Actually, any berry like this, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, they're all very, very high in antioxidants. And typically antioxidants are going to be very colorful. So you know, the berries are beautiful colors. Those are antioxidants. Mulberry leaves are great for our heart health, for our digestion, for our liver health, has anti-aging effects, and it's great for our bones as well. So you're getting other benefits from this other than just, just to help support your liver. Cinnamon bark is an ingredient in the MBF, and it does, again, we've got blood sugar regulation, heart health, again, an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Cinnamon is great for brain health, for concentration and focus, and it's also great for weight management. I know many people who have had heart issues that actually takes just cinnamon supplements every day for their heart health. There is a plant called fenugreek. It, again, blood sugar control. This helps reduce cholesterol in our bodies. If it is over, if it's high cholesterol, it's going to help reduce that. Great for our skin and again for weight management. This one's called konjac root, and I'd never even heard of it until I read it on the list of ingredients. But again, we see that we've got weight management, blood sugar control, improved digestion, and it's another and it helps us detoxify just like the moringa does. Banaba leaf, which must be related to bananas. Yes, Gail?
I gotta get a phone call and I hate to
Okay,
do
go
this.
ahead. I'm going to continue. Banaba leaf. It looks like a banana leaf, but it's great and been used for a long time for diabetes and for weight management. This one is called bitter melon, kind of an ugly little plant, right? But it is, again, blood sugar control, a great antioxidant, heart health, digestive health, great for curbing your appetite and helping you maintain your weight. It's anti-inflammatory and great for our eye health. So you can kind of see a common thread that runs through many of these ingredients with the blood sugar control, heart health, digestive health. You can see that they kind of all cater to that same thing. And here in this MBF, you're getting it all in one. Nopal cactus, again, blood sugar regulation, high in antioxidants, awesome for our bones, our digestion, weight management, again, a curb your appetite kind of a thing, our heart health, and it's a huge anti-inflammatory. So I'm going to stop sharing here and I will bring it back to Gail when she can come back on. But I wanted to let you know about this MBF formula. It is highly powerful if you are already in the throes of diabetes, or you know that you have fatty liver disease, or that you are predisposed to it. It's going to be a great product to help combat those things in our bodies. And you can see that with the ingredients of MBF, you're going to get additional benefits to other things that you may be suffering. So you may want to consider it if you have heart disease or you need something for bone health. And just as an overall weight management tool, it's a great thing because it's going to help curb your appetite, help you feel full longer. And along with the MTH, that kind of changes the way that we, the things that we get hungry for. Because when you start feeding your body all of those good nutrients, those intense nutrients, your cravings change. Your cravings change from wanting some of those sugary snacks to maybe now craving a salad instead. I know for me, when I first started on the moringa, I was addicted to Pepsi. I drank it every single day. Every single day I had at least one, probably two or three. And when when Moringa helped me to get well, the Pepsi started to taste funny to me, and I was sure that they had changed it. But the doctor who actually introduced the Moringa to me told me that it wasn't the Pepsi. The Pepsi hadn't changed at all, that I had actually changed. And it was because I was feeding my body those nutrients. I was satiating my brain, because MTH can cross the blood-brain barrier and make a difference to our brain health as well. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude with that, and we will see if Gail hops back on here, because Gail typically has questions and she usually has some good ones. So we'll see if she can jump back on and add in some questions for us. I know that there are people who I have seen have success with the metabolic balance formula combined with the Moringa. They have seen improvement in their health. And while it's not, it's not a magic capsule at all by any means, it can definitely help make a difference. And what it can do for one person isn't necessarily what it does for someone else. So I can't tell you with 100% certainty, but I know that when we feed our bodies the right things, when we put the good nutrients in our bodies, then our bodies are able to heal themselves. And that's how it works with food. We give ourselves real food, real nutrients, and our bodies know exactly what to do with it, and they can heal themselves. So you have some questions, Gail?
Yeah, I did. But I don't have the part in front of me where you had it up, because it was showing something about the fatty liver. And I can't remember the question, and I didn't write
Okay,
it.
let's see. I can bring it back.
It's not in those things. It was the very first thing that
Okay,
you did.
let me go back. Is it the
Uh,
one? One?
over the 20 years.
Oh, oops, too far. Doggone it. Here we go.
Okay, insulin. How is it determined a fat when it's considered, since I know that the liver is a fat, but because I used to work with pathology, but how is it, does it still shrink as if you were drinking alcohol?
It is similar, yes, because I think that, like I said, doctors only ever saw it in people who drank alcohol.
Right.
Yeah, so to tell you the truth, I don't know positively. I know, like cirrhosis is like the shrinking of the liver, right?
Right.
And I'm not positive that fatty liver is the same exact thing. Maybe
Okay.
can't really answer that. I can find out for you, but I don't know
Okay.
off the top of my
My
head.
my second question, does the MBF, if you are healthy, keep you from getting diabetes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I can't say with absolute 100% certainty, because you're still going to have to have some self-control. You're going to have to,
Otherwise,
right.
yeah,
But without it, obviously you're headed in the wrong direction, right? And
right,
just like with MTH, I know people personally who do not have health issues, but they get it, and they understand that our food is so bad now, right? And so they choose to drink Moringa on a daily basis to help prevent,
right,
no guarantees in life, but they consume it in the hopes of being able to prevent certain things, and maybe the things that are there may be predisposed to in their genetics. So and that's a kind of another discussion, because in our DNA, we can, with all of the things that attack our body on a daily basis, can actually fray our DNA and release those things that we're predisposed to. But with proper nutrition, and it's been proven, Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, and this hasn't been that long ago, I think in the 80s, She actually won a Nobel Peace Prize by proving that nutrition can keep those DNA strands intact and keep those predisposed conditions from rearing their ugly heads. So we know that, and we know that, you know, one of the things that can offer us that option and offer us that choice is moringa. And MBF would be the same way because it's a plant. So those plants are adaptogenic. They're going to help our bodies the way our bodies need to be helped. They know what our body knows what we need. And so they take those ingredients and put them where they need it to go. My body's different than yours. So it's what you ingest is going to, when you drink moringa, it's going to help you in a way that your body needs it. When I drink it, it's going to help my body. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
yeah. Then that's like magical, right? That's almost magical.
True.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So drinking moringa, as you have talked about, because it's food, what would you recommend? I'm taking it, but I only have one meal a day. But that's for my body.
okay.
Everybody else, what would you suggest for somebody beginning? Would you advise them to take it at night with their sleep, or would you advise them to take it during the day?
Well, here's what I would do. I would advise them to take it when they wake up in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. And to start off, especially, not knowing exactly how toxic a person may be, I always suggest that they start off very easy when they start drinking the MTH, because there is a detoxification process that takes place. It always is detoxifying, but when you're very, very toxic and you start consuming something that is so nutrient rich, your body it's like helter skelter in your body, right? Your body's like, what in the heck are you doing to me? And it sends out signals, I guess, for lack of a better term, it sends out signals that can make you feel as if you have the flu. I know people who this has happened to, because it's like it's attacking all of those toxins in your body, and your body has an inflammatory response to that. And so it can actually make you feel sick. Most people don't, but I have known people that that's happened to. So I always suggest that they mix up, 16 ounces with water, or 16 ounces of water with a scoop of moringa, a scoop of the MTH. And then on that first morning, drink a quarter of it or drink a half of it, and put it back in the refrigerator and consume the other part of it the next day. You don't want to keep it longer than 48 hours in the refrigerator. You dump it out and start over with a new.
So that would be for somebody that's healthy.
Right, right.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then after a couple of days, that works its way out of their system. It doesn't take long for their body to see what's going on.
Right.
But it is important, if you're very toxic, especially, that you need to start off. Most people don't realize how toxic they are, So, yeah, good question though.
Okay, that's it. And I wanted to let everybody know, if you're still recording, I apologize. I did have to take that phone call.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Urgent.
I am gonna go ahead. Well, do you want me to keep recording for your questions?
I'm okay. I'm done.
Okay. All right, then we'll stop
But
it.
thank you.
All right, very good. All right, well, I hope this
turn it
lands
off?
on the right people, and until the next time, you guys stay healthy.